Hello, and depending on when you're viewing this video, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This month's newsletter includes a wide range of activities that happened in District 28 during the month of July. In response to the act of domestic terrorism at the Oak Creek Sikh Temple in Wisconsin that resulted in 7 deaths and many injuries, I, along with other New York elected officials, the Federation of Hindu Mandirs, Nurul Islam, and the Clergy United for Community Empowerment, joined Sikh leaders and community members to raise cultural awareness and condemn the acts of violence against anyone. It causes me great concern when Americans are targeted for their religious beliefs. As Americans, we must stand together against all individuals that perform acts of violence that are paramount to domestic terrorism. Now, me and my district send our heartfelt condolences to the families and friends of those who were killed and wounded. The residents of my district have them in our thoughts and prayers. I believe it is important for New York citizens to join other Americans to support the families who lost loved ones and to mourn those who were victims of senseless and terrible acts of violence. On a less somber note, I am pleased to bring you great news regarding daycare services. Due to the advocacy and resilience of the constituents of this district, we were able to restore an additional $1.7 million to daycare providers, which resulted in 197 daycare slots within District 28. The budget is about choices, and although a number of tough decisions had to be made, we had to be sure that essential support services for working families and children's futures were not sacrificed. We are reminded over and over again that daycare centers are vital community partners, and they have provided care for our children and aided in their fundamental development. Most importantly, it is clear that their contributions and services are part of the rich history of our communities. Now, I would like to speak about the approximately 8.5 million people that choose to ride the MTA. Each and every one of them deserves a clean and comfortable environment. That is why I signed on to Councilmember Koo and Vaca's resolutions 1437, which calls on the MTA to grade stations using A through F criteria such as cleanliness, standing water, litter, graffiti, rodents, and other pests. According to MTA spokesperson Corbin Ortiz, the MTA dislikes the idea because the station conditions, such as peeling paint and rodents, were already plainly visible to riders. This logic makes no sense, because a fare of $1.50 was plainly visible to the 2.5 million riders on your over 5,600 buses. It still doesn't make sense because this fare was plainly visible to 1.6 billion passengers, and it was plainly visible at your over 800 toll booths, and the fares still changed. So let's not just change the fares, let's change our attitude toward the millions of New Yorkers that use our system. Now on that note, thanks for watching my video address. Read the rest of the newsletter to get the complete wrap-up of Council District 28 in July. Again, I am Councilmember Ruben Wills, and I'll see you another Friday with more Good Neighbor News.